Did you know you're 50% more likely to remember something if you say it out loud rather than write it down? So if you're revising or trying to remember pretty much anything and it's not working, keep watching, because I explain what's happening inside your brain, plus 3 different techniques to help you right now. Plus, at the end of this short video, I'll let you know where you can get even more techniques for free to help you with revision and exams. The generation effect does not mean you have a better memory than your mum or your nana. It's a phenomenon where information is better remembered if it is generated from your own mind rather than simply read. As Jennifer Aniston said in a 1990 shampoo advert, here comes the science. Information is better remembered if it is generated. Reading is a passive activity, but talking is a generative activity. It encourages you, the learner, to use methods during your learning that can be evoked when you try to retrieve the information you've just learnt. To me, this makes sense. When I settle down to read my latest history book, I see it as a form of pure mental escapism. Literally, in a passive way, it immerses me but doesn't really go in. And thinking about it, 9 times out of 10, I would struggle to recall what I had been reading. So as an experiment, I took it up a notch and I tried to remember what I'd read. I did it, but it was an effort. I then took a different section and spoke out loud about what I just read. And guess what? An hour later, I could recall much clearer the section I'd spoken out loud. I also, and unexpectedly, found that trying to recall from just reading felt the greater mental strain. So I encourage you to try these 2 different ways of learning. Firstly, read a section from a book, then try to remember what you set to memory 1 hour later. Then, after a bit of a gap, read a new section from a book, talk about it to yourself or someone else, then try and recall what you set to memory 1 hour later. Think about it. How did each one feel? And like me, did you feel a greater mental strain from just reading? So my first top tip is to read your notes out loud. Right, hands up, I'm your classic introvert. Doing this, speaking to you, is difficult and strange for me. But, like me, you need to get over the weirdness here. The quintessential picture of a student is sat in a silent library, swamped by books, journals and notepads, furiously scribbling. It is not usually talking to themselves, perhaps pacing up and down the room. But let's break the mold here, because it just might unlock your memory. So pick a topic you're reasonably confident on, wait for everyone to go out if you need to, like I have, and then just go for it. From experience, like public speaking, you will only feel comfortable the more you do it. Sorry. It's also a good idea to start this technique early into your course. Don't adopt it the day before your exam. As an added bonus tip, why don't you record your notes on your phone or computer and give it a clear file name? Because when it comes to crunch revision time at the end of your course, you'll have a bank of audio files to listen to. Tip number 2 is to create mnemonic phrases. Okay, you've mastered speaking out loud. Let's up that weirdness as people walk past your room and hear you singing all the different reasons Parliament went to war with King Charles I. Mnemonic devices such as songs, sequences, rhymes and unusual word associations aid your memory because they are distinctive. I still remember divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived, as a way of remembering the order of King Henry VIII's wives for my history GCSE. So why not go for the double whammy of writing a catchy song and committing it to your memory using a generating technique like singing? My third tip is to create your own version of a walk and talk. The fancy term is kinetic learning. It's basically another great combination of speaking your notes out loud to commit them to memory whilst exercising. The science here is exercise. Even just 20 minutes walking has a positive effect on your ability to recall information. So walk those corridors West Wing style, lap the campus or borrow your neighbour's dog and try this technique because it may just work for you. As with all these techniques, test them on a subject you are reasonably confident on. Make sure you try to recall the information 1 hour after you finish the technique and repeat, repeat, repeat. Some things may not be a once and done process, and I know firsthand how subjects like history or politics provide so much information and so much detail that you have to learn. So don't be hard on yourself, take it slowly and repeat, repeat, repeat. I hope this video was helpful and I've encouraged you to perhaps try a different revision technique. You can find more about this in a great freebie I've created for you over at Britpolitics. It's called The Ultimate Guide to Remembering What You Study, 5 powerful memory training techniques. If you want more tips to remember your course notes and help you revise, the link is also below. As always, I'd love to know your thoughts on this and how you get on. You can drop me a comment below, or there's lots of ways to get in touch with me. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I post videos to help you maximise and monetize your own fabulous content on history and politics, as well as study resources on British history and politics. Plus, there's lots more over at www.britpolitics.co.uk. Catch up with you soon. Bye for now.